Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moby and Queenie show, the show where you'll laugh, you'll cry, you might even pee a little.
That wouldn't be a first time.
All right, we got a fun-filled show for you today. We got laughs and we got cries, and you might even have some frowns and smiles. And of course, when you got frowns, you've got crowns, and when you got crowns, you got Queenie.
Queenie!
All right. We got a few different subjects today from what we're drinking on. Like this lovely whiskey that I'm drinking on today. It's a peanut butter, but we'll get into that a little further. Dish of the day, and we're going to talk about a riddle of the day, too, that you will get now, and you'll get the answer at the end of the show.
Perfect.
So, to start with that riddle, it is, what breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks? Think about that, and we will get to the answer in a little bit. So, what are you sipping on today, Queenie?
I'm actually going to be trying Catch a Fire. It's a whiskey, mango and cinnamon whiskey. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Catch a Fire. And I'm mixing mine with a little bit of orange juice. I am in no way like Moby over here. I have to have ice. There's no way in the world I could do it. And it has to be cold. Has to be cold.
Hey, everyone has to have certain things.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Queenie. Pow.
Boom.
On our first show, the Moby and Queenie show, we're glad for anybody who's tuned in with us. We've got a few different things that we're going to do a little differently than most people. For those that don't know, I'm Moby the Dick. So if I come across as somewhat of not the nicest person or more of a queen or a kind-hearted, like my co-host here, Queenie, that's
Sometimes.
just life. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Tune into another channel. You don't have to come here. Folks.
I think we can accept that. People need a little bit of, differentness in their life.
They do.
And I bet you there's a lot of Moby the Dicks out there.
Yeah. Well, that's for sure. Massholes. Can be a masshole sometimes. So back into what I'm drinking on, peanut butter whiskey. I usually drink a few different kinds of peanut butter whiskey, but this right here is a new one I haven't tried yet. It is, see if we can get it on the camera here. Scatterbrain.
There you go. Right there. Yep, you got it. Scatterbrain, yep.
So Scatterbrain, it's got that cool elephant on there with some glasses. I'm going to put the bottle over here. And it's only my first glass. You probably noticed by the tone of my voice and the amount of swears coming out of my voice so far, but yeah, it's good. It's I usually drink a Ram's Point or Screwball. Screwball's a little more peanut buttery.
Okay.
This is more butterscotchy. It's sweet.
Is it?
It's good.
Okay.
Goes down good.
Straight.
Yeah, straight. I'm a straight shooter, girl.
Oh my God. With a name like Moby the Dick, it's going to be some kind of a cocktail.
Yeah, cocktails is what we're drinking. Straight up cocktail today. You got more of a cocktail mix over there.
I do.
Most
definitely.
Lady Killer there.
Yeah.
Orenthal James is what you're drinking on, right? Yeah. If the glove fit, you must have quit.
And there you go.
Okay, back onto a little bit of serious note here. I'm sure you guys have seen a war going on in Ukraine right now.
Yeah.
Invasion of another country, if that's what they want to call it. It seems like Vladimir Putin sure isn't calling it an invasion. I think it all started as war games. Practicing on the outer skirts and yada, yada, yada. But it seems like now that 3 million people have been displaced from their country, it seems like a full-on invasion.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. I'll tell you what, though. What he wasn't expecting was the fight back from the Ukrainian people. They seem to have resilience. And I'll tell you what, that's Zelensky.
Yeah.
That guy's got balls of steel.
What you need right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You do. And hopefully, United States can get over there and help, because there's been pillaging and plundering and medieval times and just atrocities going on there, war crimes going on there, things that people like us on an everyday, day to day, we could never even picture.
Indeed.
And I'm sure they, up until a month ago, couldn't picture either.
I'm sure.
It's sad. It is sad, but unfortunately, it's news, and We have to discuss it.
Yeah, we do. This is
So-
not something you can avoid talking about.
No, we
Everybody's talking
can't.
about
We
it.
can't. On to a better note. We didn't talk about the dish of the day yet, did we?
We did not.
So the dish of the day. Let's see what we got here. Dish of today is actually going to be one of my wife's favorite. It's going to be a chicken masala. Chicken masala, for those of you who don't know, is chicken based with mushrooms. It kind of comes in a cream sauce and a marsala wine. Savory dish, usually served over linguine or angel hair. Takes about 30 minutes or so to prepare, and it will not disappoint.
It will not. I'm so excited about Dish of the Day because, anybody that knows Moby knows that his wife is one hell of a cook.
She's a good cook. all right.
Excellent. She's
Yeah.
got good taste. Mwah.
She's a good cook, and I'll tell you what. More likely than not, you'll be hearing some of her recipes on the show. Very true. Though I do have some recipes of my own. I do. Some of you will know, Queenie, that I got a little cookbook of my own. Not just the anarchist cookbook that was given to me as a teenage boy. Okay? I got some old family recipes.
Oh, boy.
Handed down from generation, dating back to the old country, where my great-great-grandmother back then would pluck lemons right off the tree in her front yard.
Oh.
She would make limoncello from scratch.
Ooh.
In days that she didn't get so fall down drunk, some of those dishes were the most amazing dishes
Ah.
to ever touch the human taste bud.
Mm.
And yes, I have the key to the safe containing these mouth-watering orgasmic delicacies. So, my grandmother wasn't fall down drunk. Well,
Yeah.
My great-great-grandmother. She could have been. I don't know. I wasn't back then in Italy. But I'll tell you what. We do got some good dishes that you guys are definitely going to get. And, yeah, we will give you the links to the recipes. And we'll see which one you want.
Yeah. I don't think they will disappoint. I don't think any of the dishes, to be honest, on the show will be disappointing at all, especially if they're coming from your wife's cookbook. I don't know about what you got going on over there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll be curious.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see what you're bringing from the old cookbook that's been passed down from generation to generation. I have a question for you, actually.
I got to go.
Have you ever shared any of these recipes with your wife?
I have. The problem is...
Oh, there's a problem. Uh-oh.
a small problem. they slightly change every time I make them because nothing's actually done. The book itself,
That's good cooking, though.
it's been ripped, it's been burnt, it's covered in sauce and everything else. So,
But it tastes good, though, right? At the
it
end of the
always
day.
tastes good.
All right,
Yeah, I
all
mean, you
right,
gotta
all
learn
right.
how to compromise and kind of work with what you got.
Got it.
Some days we have more to work with, and some days we have less to
Indeed.
work with. But we do work with what we have. Anything else here on the bulletin board that we need to discuss? I'm trying to see. I see my notes are kind of all over the place today.
Yeah.
I think I spilled a little bit of whiskey on some of them. So, yeah,
That's all right.
that's all right. Yeah, all right.
What
So-
about why you're mad?
Oh yeah. Well, we do. See, I lost order here of what was going on. So today was a beautiful day.
It was.
In the outskirts of Boston, where we live, that don't know. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and it's just the type of day that makes you want to roll the windows down in your car and play your favorite summertime song.
Ooh, summer, summer, summertime. Summertime.
Summertime is a
Yeah.
great time of the year, always brings smiles out. I don't know who believes in seasonal depression, but cold weather,
It's a real thing.
dreary weather, dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I like to call it, is not something that makes me happy.
Me either.
Not just the warmth, but I like the daylight. Doesn't necessarily have to be daylight until 9 o'clock at night,
True.
but that 4 o'clock crap really can set a person back.
Yes, it can. And, I definitely appreciate the longer days, though.
We do. Appreciate the longer days, and the longer days are something to appreciate. Something not to appreciate here is a couple things that are making my girl Queenie mad today. Queenie, tell them why you're mad.
I'm going to tell you why I'm mad. Like, I'm going to tell you why I am mad.
Why you mad, girl?
Oh, let's see. Where do I even begin? Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I need to make sure that Moby understands that he's nuts, but I think he knows he's got that.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why, we can call you dictating what's going on with Russia right now. These are the things that are making me mad. Switching subjects. Okay. This is an absolute atrocity, of course. We've talked a little bit about that. Women are being raped. Women and children are being murdered in the streets. The latest rumor, or not, they're driving around in mobile incinerators. I mean, this is crazy.
That is crazy. I did hear that, though.
And they're trying to get rid of all the evidence from all the war crimes
Lots of war crimes
they've
going
committed.
on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it personally makes me sick to my stomach. And all the people out there that don't watch the news, ignorance can definitely be something that's bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we can actually sit back, though, and let another country pillage and plunder its way through someone else's homeland, like land pirates and savages of our medieval past.
True that. No, we cannot. We absolutely cannot. The most powerful country in the world, and
Rich
though
military.
and though we are supplying the Ukrainians with, and I quote, weapons,
They need them.
we need to be supplying them with soldiers, with air support, and with drones. And though I never support war, I have to tell you I'm not one who supports war or sending troops overseas. It would be nice to just put an end to this conflict here and now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, there's one way we can end it here and now, and it will probably get us banned on the first show, but fucking nuke them. Nuke them.
There you go.
Sometimes
Plain
you
and
gotta
simple.
do it. 30 seconds, take the cold, and just put a little heat to it, but hey, I didn't say it. I
Nope.
didn't say it.
Nope.
So, there are bad things going on, but there are other things that are making me mad. Price of gas right now.
Oh,
Inflation.
yes.
40-year high.
I was looking.
Price of services and goods are through the roof right now.
Yeah, indeed. They
I'll tell
really
you what,
are.
I got 2 growing boys. They like to eat.
Oh, let's not talk about growing boys who like to eat.
I
got
don't
one
know
myself.
if we can afford the food or if I have to pay for the gas to drive to get the food, if I need to rob somebody at a damn farm. No, we don't want to do that. Our farmers are great American hard workers and we would never rob anybody.
No, never.
But no, I mean, I feel like I'm being robbed right now.
You do?
I do. I mean, my paycheck comes in.
Oh, and it's gone like that.
And, it was gone before it came in. But luckily, we're subsidizing some income on a show like this. So hopefully we have all our viewers subscribe and click to the subscription of the show and hit the little ding bell. Because when we put new videos up, we're really going to need you guys to watch them because we got kids to feed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got apparently 2 kids to feed over there.
2 kids in one body, maybe.
That's what I meant. 2 kids in one body for sure.
I can never keep anything.
Yeah, well, that's parenthood for you.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. These teen years are kicking my ass right now. I'm
bet.
being totally honest with you right here.
Totally understand.
Woo, it's rough.
The teen years come, they go, and before you know it, he'll be taking care of you. So
Will he? Where's he at? Meatrice! You gonna take care of your mama one day? I hope so.
he's gonna take care of you, of course, with that professional NFL career.
Oh boy.
He'll be taking care of all of us.
Of course, we're gonna have to talk about that subject at some point too.
Yeah,
I'm not a big football person.
Yeah,
But
well,
of course,
neither
my
is
son
mine.
loves it.
My wife keeps saying that my youngest son is never going to get a chance to get on the field. But
You know, I've had to try to talk to her about that, and I'm like, if I allowed mine to do that, she's got to let yours.
you got to. I mean, you got to at least let him try.
Try.
It. She had
See
no
if he likes
problem
it.
signing them up to the T-ball team.
Of course,
And
T-ball.
now that he's on the T-ball team, of course, I had to be a coach.
I
And-
didn't even realize that.
Oh, I didn't tell you that.
No.
Not the main coach. I'm just an assistant
Like
coach.
that's still
Yeah, I'm
that's
an
cool.
assistant coach. Yeah, they asked, and though I wanted to do it, my time's tight. You know, I got work. We got the Moby and Queenie show. We're busy people.
Indeed.
But I don't think my wife would have let me get away without doing it. So
I know she's a sideline cheerleader anyway.
I just tuck my tail between my legs
And do it.
And I did it.
Smart man, Moby. Smart man.
Well, I know when to take a win, and I know when to give a loss when a loss has been taken. But yeah, no, it's great. T-ball's fun. 6 years old, my youngest, and he loves the team. And the real coach is actually a very ambitious guy, and the multiple practices and games that we already have, he actually has us set up with an indoor field.
Oh, really?
That has nothing to do with the program itself, but we each get to pay $5 per player.
Okay.
And we get this indoor field from another town, and we get to practice an extra day a week.
So is the practice and the games indoor?
No,
the
practice and the games are all outdoors.
Outside. Oh, okay.
This is just like an additional, not even part of the program.
Oh, okay, very
so
good.
Like no other teams are doing this.
Okay.
This is just like I said, my son's overly ambitious coach. His son actually goes to this place, so he has access to it. And
hey, use it if you can.
We didn't all have to do it. He asked, we all agreed, and the majority won.
That works. Yeah, absolutely.
It's great.
That's good stuff right
Extra
there.
practice for the kids, so can't complain.
So the idea, because I got to talk about the whole coaching thing for a second, because I know absolutely nothing about football and or sports, so everybody gets on me about that.
Yeah.
My son especially. So even with t-ball, I mean, is it the same rules for like baseball?
The rules are very similar, other than there's no pitcher. They hit off a tee.
Okay, yeah.
But
they run bases and all that stuff.
Because
speaking
helmets and cleats
of all of that, wasn't today
opening day for Boston?
Yes,
not opening
for the Red
day
Sox.
for MLB, but opening day at the oldest and greatest stadium of all, Fenway Park. And I hope you all
you gotta say it right.
And I hope you all had a Fenway Frank and took a walk down Yaqui Way.
There you go.
And if you didn't, hell, maybe you can do it sometime this year. They got a couple new things at Fenway Park, too. I don't know if you noticed. For anybody who likes a salsa. Salsa. I love salsa. My wife's Mexican. But I meant to say salsa. A salsa drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Truly. I'm sure you've heard of the company
Yes,
Truly.
I have.
I'm not a fan, but...
I've never had it, but
Truly
I know who they are.
Is... who I guess is sponsoring the new area. So it's called the Truly Bleachers or Pavilion or whatever. Okay. So here's the newest thing. Not only is it all new and it's got Truly's name on it, but anybody who was in far outfield and you were in the bleacher seats, and if you needed to go to the bathroom or if you needed to get something to eat, you had to come all the way down to the bottom. So it took a decent amount of time to fight the traffic and get to your concession stands or whatever and get back to your seat. So now, instead of going down, you go up.
Okay.
Right above you, above the bleachers, is this new Truly kind of concession stands and bathrooms. And less time at the concessions, more time at the game.
Yep, there you go.
And one more other new thing with Fenway Park is they've gone cashless now.
I've heard that.
Cashless society. So I'm sure a lot of people don't know yet, and everybody knows cash is king. You got to have cash everywhere. So what Fenway Park has done is they've installed 3 reverse ATMs to give you...
How does that work exactly? Do you know?
It's a prepaid debit card, and... Luckily and smart of the people over at Fenway, there is no fee. So it's not going to charge you anything to do this, which you can't use your cash. We're going to charge you that. Don't think that would have went over too well with Boston.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
No, you put your money in the ATM. They give you some sort of prepaid debit card, and now you're cashless. You're swiping, and
So, because my understanding was this was to help prevent people having to move down the aisles, and because everybody's using cards and everything nowadays for the most part. So how, if you're sitting at the game and you're watching the game and you want a hot dog, a Fenway Frank.
I'll tell you what, that I don't know. And the only thing I can think is that these vendors will have some sort of wireless pay system on them, some sort of Square app or something where you can ding their phone.
We got to find a way to get over there, because I'm so curious to understand how this works, even though I'm not the sports person. Because if you're in center of the aisle and you're like, I want a family frank, or I want popcorn. And you know how they always have the people walking through the stands?
Yep.
Like, okay, like, I don't know. Like, I get the wireless piece, but
It's definitely something we're all gonna have to get used to.
Yeah, I need to go check it out, if nothing else but for that.
My wife and I were actually supposed to go tonight.
Oh, you were?
We were gonna go, and then
What happened?
yeah, we're gonna go.
Okay.
It was just we
Wasn't
wanted
in
to
the
do
cards?
it. Well, just opening nights is a little much, you know.
It's busy.
It's busy and it's more expensive and just multiple things that kept us from going.
Yes, yes.
We will go though.
Good.
I personally haven't gone. This is gonna sound crazy. I haven't been to a Red Sox game in 30 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not even that old.
Wow, I've been to a Red Sox game, but it hasn't been 30 years. I'd say it's probably been about 5 or 6 years.
Nice.
And again, I'm the girl that's not the sports person at all.
Yeah, I'm a sports person, but baseball was never really my sport.
Yeah, but it's the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I love the Red Sox, and I love my city. What can I say?
Indeed.
Speaking of loving the city, something else coming up this Monday in our great city.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
right. We got Marathon Monday.
Marathon Monday. And anybody who's been keeping track, it's the third year.
Yes.
First time in 3 years.
Yes.
COVID has held us from having a live event for the past 1,000+ days.
Indeed.
So it's going to be a good thing to see the people of Boston rally out there and get back on the streets and try to put this whole pandemic behind us.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Hopefully.
You never know with all the different variants that are constantly coming out too.
True.
I'm tired of that.
Yeah, BA, CA,
the second you
AA,
get-
AAA.
Yeah, right?
It's,
Like, what is going on?
variants, batteries, they're coming. Strong.
I'm over it already.
Yeah, hopefully we're all over it. Like I
Yeah.
said, warm weather coming. No one wants masks. No one wants to be indoors.
Definitely not.
I'd love to be outside sucking up
vacation.
this. Vacation.
Yes.
Speaking of a vacation, that I do have coming up.
Oh, you do?
Not super soon, but
Where?
California.
Oh, you gotta go to Cali.
Yes, my wife's sister is getting married.
Yes.
So just shout out to Christina. Love you, girl.
Congratulations, Christina.
Can't wait to come out and see you in October, which is also my birthday month.
Okay.
And not only will we be out there for the wedding, but we will also be out there for my birthday.
Oh.
So, might get a little turned up on the West Coast.
Turn it up, Moby.
We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what, I can't be too much of a dick out there because...
Because
Listen,
why?
I've been to California before.
I have too. What's wrong with Cali?
Nothing's wrong with
It's
Cali.
very different from the East Coast.
It's very different. It's as they would say, hella different.
Hella different.
It's hella different.
True.
So we flew into San Francisco. It was nice.
Okay.
It was during the month of July, during the week of the 4th of July. And though you would have thought it was crazy, it wasn't too bad busy-wise. But we did spend a little time inner from the coast in Oakland.
Okay, okay.
And
San Fran from Oakland is very different.
It's just a jump and a skip away, but it sure is Never Land.
Yeah. The people are different.
They're a little bit different. So
Moby is being really chill about how different they are.
yeah, no, it's different. My wife's other sister is actually from there. So my wife has a bunch of sisters.
Yes, she does.
So older sisters, younger sisters. Her younger sister is actually the one getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Her older sister is the one who lives in Oakland.
Okay.
Well, sorry, lived in Oakland. Gunshots first night.
Really?
You betcha. You betcha. Gunshots first night. Gunshots every night.
Every night?
We're only there for 3
Are
days.
you sure you were hearing gunshots?
Oh, there were gunshots, and
Okay, but you know what? You could go right up the road in Boston and hear gunshots.
True.
That's no different.
But not on the regular. This was.
But you don't live up there.
Luckily I don't. Okay.
True that. That's lucky.
It's not for me.
Okay. No city living for you.
No, even out here, I don't. I like my outskirts. I like my quiet. I like my outer cities.
Got it.
So they
Got
say.
it.
Suburbia. Suburban limits.
Yes.
So that I don't need to live in the woods, but.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not necessarily a city person, but I like to be closer to the city. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I mean, you're close to the city here.
I
You know,
am.
we are right on the outskirts of
I
the
am.
city, and if we wanted to go out and get turned up tonight in Boston, we could be there in a snap of a finger.
Yes, we could. Hop,
We
skip,
could
and a jump.
15-minute drive.
Love it.
10 minutes on the train.
Yeah, I don't really take the public
I'll-
trans. Speaking of that, did you hear the craziness that was going on in New York?
I was gonna say I don't think I want to get on a train.
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't want to get on a train before what happened in New York, and I sure as hell.
They
don't
caught the
wanna get
dude
on
though.
it.
Did you know that?
I did. I even heard he called on himself.
He did. He did.
And the way he made it sound was like, "Oh, I see my picture
myself
on the
on-
news."
yeah. It's
I
like,
bet you
This
did.
dude is a wackadoo.
Yeah, he's definitely a wackadoodle. If there was a breed of two dogs, he'd be a whack and a doodle.
I like Moby. You're hilarious.
Sometimes. Dad jokes. Sure, my wife would be rolling her eyes at me right now.
She probably would be. Oh, she probably
She
will.
is on the live feed, aren't you, sweetheart? Sure she is. Love you, baby.
So you're gonna be going on vacation in October.
October, the whole family's going.
Very good. I am going on a road trip with one of my friends,
Okay.
like one of my besties,
Nice.
Glado, Gladiator.
Gladys and the Pimps?
Yes.
Gladys Knight. Like it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
She decided, and my son is going to an away camp, so we're gonna leave right after school. He's gonna go into away camp. And he'll be gone for like 2 weeks. And during that time, we're going to drive. Just she and I, we decided, let's drive. And we're going to drive from here down to Florida.
Okay.
But we're going to stop along the way at a couple of different places. So
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
That's fun. Got
yeah.
some Airbnbs planned out?
No.
I tell you what. You get yourself.
That's an idea, though.
You
I
get
should talk to
yourself
her.
at least $1 million Airbnb.
$1 million Airbnb.
Well, $1 million house that you stay at for the night.
Yeah. And do you know how expensive that's probably going to be?
I mean, not as much as you'd think. I mean, what's an Airbnb for a $500,000 house compared to $1 million house? Is it gonna double? I don't know how it works, but I'll tell you what. You only live once.
This
You're
is
gonna
true.
be
This
there.
is why we want to do the road trip.
I do the road trip and do.
We even got a
$1 million
microphone so that we can one of those karaoke microphones.
That's awesome.
We're planning on do a whole bunch of stuff. We got a styrofoam, but we're probably gonna invest in a better cooler.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can lend you a cooler. We got a few.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few personal small ones that
Yes.
are pink you can use. We
Oh,
got
very
bigger
good.
ones. I'll
Yes.
tell you what, if you're gonna be in Florida and you're gonna be on vacation, you gotta take one out of my man Drake's book.
Okay.
You gotta be docking jet skis in the Florida Keys.
Jet skis in the Florida Keys.
But whatever you do, don't pull a Sean Kingston.
Uh-oh. What did Sean do?
Google it.
Oh gosh.
Many years ago when somebody called 911 was blowing up.
Oh Lord.
Was down, and it might even have been Florida, but I think it was Bermuda, and he hit a wall on a jet ski.
Yeah, see, no, this is why I would not do any jet skiing.
Yeah,
Absolutely, because that would definitely
I told
be me.
you to dock
Do you jet ski?
skis and
Do you know how?
I'll tell you what. I've never been jet skiing. I bet you I could because.
Is that something you'd want to do? We should have like a bucket list type of thing.
Oh, I got a bucket list. I got a fuck it list. I got a bunch of different things.
Of course, you have the bucket list.
Gotta have the fuck it list. Yeah, no, jet skis I've never been on. I've actually bought a jet ski, fixed it, and sold it for a profit.
Really?
Yeah, and then
What made you do that
Well,
and not want to use it?
because it wasn't in season. We bought
okay.
it in the winter. We fixed it
Got
coming
it.
into the season, and then got a good deal selling it because it was before the summertime came, and never got to drive it. It was old. Made a couple $100. But
Okay.
no, if I'm gonna drive a jet ski, I think I would like a nice new ski do something with some power to it.
Okay.
So.
Do you ride bikes?
Recently, no. I have.
Past you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. When I was another weird thing. Everything with me is always so just overboard. So
Are you listening, wife?
most people
She knows, I'm
drive
sure.
dirt bikes and learn how to grow up driving bikes and doing stuff like that. Me,
Right.
didn't drive dirt bikes, didn't drive mopeds, scooters, anything like that. Had no prior experience on driving bikes at all.
Okay.
But when I was 19, 20 years old and I had a little extra money in my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I wanted to do was buy a motorcycle. So,
not knowing how to ride one.
Not knowing
You
at
just
all.
wanted
so
to.
I did what any normal 19-year-old man would do,
Oh,
and
boy.
I went and bought a brand new 954 way too fast motorcycle from the dealership with no miles on it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I learned how to drive it, bringing it home the day I bought it.
Wait. The day you bought it, did you ride it home or did you get it home first and then got on it?
No, I rode it home from Weymouth at the time.
And you did okay?
I did very well. I did. This is the one thing I did that wasn't the greatest. And again, I didn't know much about bikes at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and anybody that knows me, I'm not a very tall person.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a midget, but I'm like 5'7", okay?
You're taller than me.
Yeah, I'm not very tall. I'm not very tall. So what happened was, the bike was big, it was heavy, and I made it almost all the way home, and I was rolling up to a stop sign, and I was trying to do one of, I don't know if you've seen people where they kind of roll up to the stop sign and don't really stop.
Yes.
They kind of just balance it out.
Yes.
And then just go.
Yes. You
Something
attempted
for
that?
somebody that's more skilled at the time than I was. So I tried to do it, end up having to stop, ended up leaning onto one side, and the bike was heavier than I could hold.
Oh, no.
So I had to put the bike down. It wasn't like, oh,
While
no.
it was on?
Yeah, it was on. So I didn't, and it was in neutral, so it wasn't,
Moby.
it was, yeah. So I put it down. I didn't drop it. It was,
Thank God, 'cause you just brought
laid
it.
it down easily.
Okay.
I couldn't get it back up.
What did you do?
Luckily, the nice gentleman behind me at the stop sign was willing to get out and help me pick my
that's
bike
good.
up.
That's good.
So he helped me pick it up. I got on and I drove away, and we'll just pretend that never happened.
Sorry I made you bring it up.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. You know me. Ain't no shame in my game. None
Indeed.
whatsoever.
Indeed.
Ever. But then, the first day I had it, I was already riding wheelies.
Really? What did
I wasn't riding them, but I was lifting the front of the bike off the ground and then very hard slamming it off the ground.
Did your parents or your family have an opinion knowing that you bought this bike with no experience?
It wouldn't have mattered if I had the experience. To this day, my parents hated that I bought it.
Okay.
If I ever bought another bike now, they would hate it.
Okay.
They
I'm on the same page as your parents.
They dreaded every day I was on it. And when they heard from all the friends, families,
Oh,
and neighbors that I was hanging one wheel through the town everywhere I went,
You're a risk taker.
risk taker, profit maker.
Well, yeah, I know about the profit making, which I commend that. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
True.
But the risking in the bike riding and doing the crazy stuff and not having any experience, that's insane to me.
It is, and I only had a couple of minor bad experiences overall in the couple of years I had the bike. None of them resulting in any kind of actual accidents or injuries.
Okay, that's good.
It is good. And
Okay. Pause for a second, because now I want to know, how would you react if your son, when he gets older, even the oldest one now, if he decided in another year or two he wants to just buy a bike with no experience, would
well,
you
the
be okay with
oldest
it?
one now would have been able to be riding motorcycles already for
What
2
if he
years.
just surprises you though and says, "Hey, Dad, I bought a bike. I don't know anything about it, but I used my money to buy a bike." Would you be okay with it?
I mean, I'd have to be okay with it in the sense that I myself did it and expected my parents to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm. But I hear a but.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary.
It
It's a scary
is.
thing. I used to scare myself on that thing.
Do you appreciate how your parents felt or still
I
feel?
appreciate everything my parents ever did to me, of course, but we all think differently. And
I
I
guess.
was a hard-headed teenager
God,
who was way ahead of my time. I mean, way ahead of my time.
there's those teen years again.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, many years ago.
Many
Years ago.
I think
yeah,
I'm
if
older
my-
than you,
You are older than
I
me.
am.
You are older than me.
but I don't look it.
No, Queenie looks younger than me. Jeez, look at this.
I
Bald,
love it. I love
baby.
it. I love it.
Bald
I
and
love
beautiful, as my wife would say.
it. Look here, black don't crack. Mm-mm.
Black don't crack, girl. Black does not crack, especially when you're a queen, girl.
Amen. Hey.
So yeah, I've been having a good show tonight. I hope everybody has been having a good show as well. You,
Yeah.
Queen, good show.
Yeah, I think it's been a good show. We've talked about a lot of different things.
Yeah, a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And
Don't forget, you got to give the answer to the
the
riddle.
answer to the riddle, yeah. So let me get back. So anybody who did not get the riddle at the beginning, sorry. One more time. Okay, the riddle of the day is, what breaks yet never falls, and what falls but never breaks? Do, 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 do. The answer is...
What is it?
Roll.
Okay.
Day and night.
Day and night.
Day and night. Day and night.
That's a good one.
Day will break but never fall, and night will
fall but never break. Oh, that's a clever one.
It's all right.
Good one, Moby.
Yeah,
Good one.
yeah. We'll have better ones as the shows goes and if time goes on. And just a reminder, this is our first show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We did kind of rush it out. We did have the people wanting and asking and needing a little bit of Moby and Queenie in their life. Mm-hmm. And though I didn't get to be as much of a dick in this show as I will
There's time.
There's definitely time,
yes.
hope, folks. So, till next time.
Yes. Absolutely.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And it's been a great show. And
Absolutely.
to you guys next time. And tuning out the Moby and Queenie show.
Be
Love
wonderful.
You guys. Be wonderful. See you later, guys.
All right.